Hello, everyone. I'm Jamie Price. This card reading from my Cosmic Consciousness Ascension deck is a healing light language transmission that is, of course, very pertinent now, but it always applies. That's the nature of healing. The cards are a healing tool, not just an oracle. So you are expanding and healing into more empowerment. For this quarter, I was guided to choose 3 cards to support and guide us. The first card brings us the Pleiadian energy of expansion, and the topic is compassion. Very important energy. There are a few points that I want to cover from the deck's booklet. First, it talks about the Pleiadians learning that compassion serves the expanse of love, not just the moment. If you're appeasing a moment, that can feel like love, but it could also be enabling. As you're aware of the broader expanse of love, you align with empowering compassion rather than disempowering pity. It's a matter of viewing life through the lens of empowerment, growing and changing rather than incapability. You love and assist and yes, sometimes even deny someone what they want through compassion rather than obligation, coercion, or lack of self-worth. When you serve the greater expanse of love, you truly serve all involved. Now, with this understanding, I want to give you the healing intention for the card because I loved it. I forgot I wrote it. It's my compassion serves my creative strength. I loved the creative strength part. What a beautiful way of understanding that because we're all creative beings, it's part of our strength to actually create. And life on earth is not always easy. Sometimes it is blatantly traumatic. But when you're compassionate, you allow change to occur more easily. That's improvement because that's the natural flow of life. Compassion for yourself, first and foremost, to your energy is supported so that you are strengthening within. And that is what creates compassion for others. It creates compassion flowing for life because love is dominant in your field, not just people pleasing that was taught to us as survival mechanisms for the narcissists that are prevalent currently. It's compassion that changes the dynamic that humanity is and has been dominated by. Not weakness, creative strength. Love and connection are not for the weak. Control, tantrums, lies are for the weak. That's the opposite of creative strength. Let your compassion flow and let it heal disempowerment, first within you, and then that naturally happens all around you, and your inspired actions come from that empowered, compassionate flow. Compassion is a vehicle for creative strength. The final 2 cards are both Sirians. So as you're expanding your compassion, these 2 cards were unbelievably perfect for the initiation energy of the Sirian suit. They actually flew out of the deck together as I was shuffling. And often I'll put back the cards if it's more than one that flies out at a time. But my guide stopped me and said, these 2 are the cards. Initiation is our inner work. This is the energy of the Sirian suit. And it's the inner action that creates inner change that then leads to different interactions with life. The first Syrian card is forgiveness. Powerful. Forgiveness is such an important healing energy, and it's synonymous with many words like patience, letting go, non-judgment, understanding, etc. But it's healing because as you forgive, you're shifting your perceptions, your resistance, your expectations. You are literally giving it, releasing it from you. It's in the word for giving. I was shown a beautiful lesson about this as I was developing crystalline soul healing many, many years ago. My guides would show me energy leaving the body and flowing into the field of life. They were showing me the metaphor of what occurs as we heal. And I thought, am I just dumping toxicity into life, from me? I'm just vomiting out there on life. And they said, no, when you have the intention to change, you're seeking relief with empowerment. You aren't dumping the same toxic energy into the field of life. You're putting the wisdom of lesson learned into life. It's like fertilizer. It promotes growth. That was almost 30 years ago, and I still talk about the wisdom of lesson learned because it's what I'm always seeking through the constant change here, and that's what occurs when we heal. And forgiveness is a form of healing within that then emits new information into life. So when you, light worker, because core to you is an intention of empowerment, when you forgive, you are letting go of past pain and you're emitting the fertilizer of empowerment. You are lighting the path of empowerment because you are giving that wisdom of lesson learned to life. From pain to potential. That's what forgiveness does. It's not about letting bad behavior continue. It's about not holding on to bad energy for you, old information. Now, the healing intention for this card made me immediately react because I couldn't believe how connected it was to the March energies. This card that flew out of the deck has the healing intention. I forgive easily and create from freedom within. It literally has the March topic in the intention. That was unintentional on my part. What a beautiful support from life. Let go of pain, angel. Give it to this amazing universe that loves you unconditionally. There's no reason for you to hold on to it. It's not helping you. You are wise enough not to repeat experiences that don't serve you. And you are strong enough because you have fierce, unyielding compassion for yourself and others. You are strong enough to change through experiences that don't serve you. Forgive easily. It's for you and it's for life. Our final Syrian card is authenticity. This is a potent support to our compassion and our forgiveness. Authenticity is also an inside job, as is all of Ascension. It's not for other people to believe you or to comply with you. It's for you. The booklet talks about that the Syrians understood that authenticity is for creating a strong foundation of your life. And therefore, that creates a strong foundation of your future, the future of life. Without authenticity and a strong foundation, you are consciously or unconsciously justifying the control of everything around you. It's a fruitless pursuit. It's an unsustainable, it's an unstable foundation to build upon. Eventually, that whole house of cards just comes tumbling down. Authenticity requires being aware of your intentions, aware of your expectations and your resistance. And I speak constantly about honoring any negative feelings, like hatred, for example. The feelings aren't defining who you are. It's old pain. Maybe it was even justified in the moment. Maybe it was the perfect boundary at the time. But you're here now, and it's coming into your awareness, which is the first of the 4 pillars in the card deck, which begins that process of change. So be authentic. That's how you clarify and heal your inner realm. The interaction of authenticity creates a strong foundation for new creation within you. The healing intention for this card is, I am safe to be authentic and change with love. A form of love is where we started, compassion. Love yourself. You are life in human form, unique in all of time and space, and you're here for a reason, as is every single being. You are safe to be authentic. It's what heals and teaches you within. Authenticity is how you recognize the wisdom of lesson learned. By the way, I always like to look at the bottom of the card in addition to the reading. So I'll write about that in the post on my website. I'll put that in the link below because it feels connected to the whole year as well as this reading. But for now, in just a few moments, all 3 of the cards will be on the screen with some music. And as the light language is transmitting healing codes, just notice any thoughts or emotions that surface as you release and activate through your higher self. And you want to especially notice anything connected to your compassion, especially your compassion for self and how life is mirroring that to you. You want to notice anything coming up around forgiveness, and also notice anything coming up around authenticity, because if it feels positive, then you're amplifying that. If it feels negative, excellent. Don't avoid it. You're releasing that. That's the point of authenticity, and that stirs that forgiveness, that creates that freedom within so that the compassion can flow more easily. Afterwards, leave a comment below to share your experience and to inspire others. But for now, take a nice, relaxing breath and enjoy the loving support of the written light language.